Today is a very tough day to be an Orlando Magic fan. We are one day removed from the NBA trade deadline, and our two-time All-Star center, Nikola Vucevic, has now been traded to the Chicago Bulls. Another young electrifying player that we had in our core, Aaron Gordon, has been traded to the Denver Nuggets, and the clever Frenchman Evan Fournier himself has been traded to the Boston Celtics. Now, if you're an Orlando Magic fan like me, which there's not many of, but if you are one of them, I know you feel my pain. This video, I am not speaking for all Magic fans. I am giving my perspective on the Magic and where we are moving forward. Now let's stop wasting time on the top right into this video. I want to start off by breaking down the trades yesterday, and yes, we are all very heartbroken, but let's start off with the biggest name, Nikola Vucevic, our two-time All-Star, who's been traded to the Chicago Bulls in exchange for Otto Porter Jr., Wendell Carter Jr., a 2021 first-rounder, and a 2023 first-round pick as well. Now, from an outsider looking in, you'd be like, okay, 2 first-round picks is going to be a good deal for the Orlando Magic. They're clearly in a rebuild mode, and they'll have more young draft assets to continue to build a future with and their core with. But as an Orlando Magic fan, those first-round picks, to me, mean absolutely nothing. You know why? Because the Orlando Magic do not know how to draft properly and develop properly. We do not know how to develop young talent to their fullest potential or to their maximum amount of potential. So Nikola Vucevic with that trade, I don't like whatsoever. You're trading away our two-time All-Star and our favorite player on the team. He's done everything for the city, and you gave him away for nothing. And Otto Porter Jr. has taken a $28 million cap hit this year to be a 2021 unrestricted free agent. He is not going to re-sign in Orlando. I don't want him in Orlando anyways. The Bulls won that trade easily. Now they've got a squad with Levine, Markin, and Kobe White and Nikola Vucevic. They moved on from that Porter contract, who's going to be an unrestricted free agent. That is a big L on the Orlando Magic. Now moving on to Evan Fournier. Evan Fournier got traded to Boston for 2 second-round picks, and to me, this means absolutely nothing yet again. 2 second-round picks in basketball don't really do you anything. Second-round picks are basically G League players or players you're going to cut. Unless you get lucky and you land a Jokic, a Draymond Green, a Manu Ginobili, but with the Magic's luck, that's not going to happen. And here's where I take issue. It's not just the fact that you got 2 second-round picks. You could have gotten more out of Fournier if you were a smart, competent organization that did not wait until Evan Fournier had all the leverage in the world while he was on the last year of his contract, and you waited to the last minute to trade this guy on the deadline. Now, I'm thankful he hit that game winner versus the Phoenix Suns in his very last game. Good for him. But he has done little to nothing for this Orlando Magic franchise in terms of consistency, and he has not shown up when we needed him the most in the playoffs. Evan Fournier, I'm sorry, thank you for everything, but the Magic organization is idiotic for not trading you when you had your value heading into this season or last year at the deadline when you could have gotten more in return for him. Orlando, that is on you. Aaron Gordon was traded for Gary Harris, RJ Hampton, and a future first-round pick, which is top 5 protected. Now, look, I don't expect the Nuggets to actually land a top 5 pick in 2025 with that pick because the Nuggets are a good team with a good future, but that's neither here nor there. The fact of the matter is you got RJ Hampton, who is a young guy who, honestly, I couldn't care less about. I have no faith whatsoever in this guy. He didn't get an opportunity to really play and showcase his talents with Denver because they're such a deep team. Maybe he shines and he develops in Orlando, but I highly doubt that. That's wishful thinking. Call me a negative Nancy, but that's exactly how I feel about it. I don't like that move whatsoever. Gary Harris, cool. What do we need another 15-point per game scorer for? What do we need Gary Harris for? We don't. And that first-round pick, whatever. I don't care about any of our first-round picks, second-round picks, any of these picks whatsoever that we get, because look at the Orlando Magic's track record. And I'm going to start from 2013 when we had Victor Oladipo. This was after the departure of Dwight Howard, and we've been in this rebuild for 10 plus years. Let me go down the list. 2013, the Orlando Magic draft Victor Oladipo. 2014, we draft Aaron Gordon. 2015, we draft Mario Hezonja. 2016, we draft Domantas Sabonis, and on draft night, we trade him and Victor Oladipo to the OKC Thunder, who then trade us Serge Ibaka, who we then flip later in the season for Terrence Ross. Terrence Ross, we all love you, my guy, but you're not the answer. 2017, we then go and draft Jonathan Isaac, who has not stayed healthy to save his entire life and his entire career. He's one of the most promising young guys in basketball right now, but he consistently gets hurt time and time again. Until then, I have no faith. 2018, you draft Mo Bamba. He has not proven anything. Sure, he's played behind Vucevic, but Bamba, you have not proven anything either. 2019, you draft Kiki. He gets hurt his entire rookie year, and now he's redshirting this year. He just dropped 17 in a career high versus the Phoenix Suns, but Okiki has not proven anything. 2020, you go and draft Cole Anthony. He's hurt this year. Markelle Fultz tore his ACL. I was actually at that game earlier this year. The Orlando Magic are basing their entire future on Markelle Fultz, who has gotten better since he left Philadelphia, and the Magic have made him a better player, but he has not proven. You're basing that entire future on Markelle Fultz coming off an ACL, Jonathan Isaac coming off an ACL and who cannot stay healthy, and Cole Anthony, who just got hurt, and now I guess RJ Hampton or Mohamed Bamba. None of these guys are proven. The Orlando Magic have been an incompetent bum poverty franchise that accepts mediocrity. You want to say that these moves, trading AG, Evan Fournier, and Nikola Vucevic, are not accepting mediocrity and you're moving on from these guys when you weren't going to really build a core and a future with them? Fine. That's okay. That's a completely fair statement. You know it's not a fair statement. The Orlando Magic are literally banking on these guys to turn into all-star level caliber players. Steve Clifford, you are not the man for the job. Please get out of Orlando. I don't want you, and I can probably speak for most Magic fans. We do not want you. You are not the answer for this organization whatsoever, and the Orlando Magic need to do something significant in the next year or two, not just with these draft picks, but with these young guys to prove that we can actually build a culture change around the Orlando Magic franchise. We should be a destination for big-time free agents to want to come and play. No, we are not LA, nor are we Miami, New York City, or any of those other huge markets. But when you talk about big-name teams, the Orlando Magic should still be at least in that conversation. When you talk about living in the state of Florida, whereas I'm sure most athletes would love to live, you have no state income tax, and you're playing in an area where families would love to go to Disney consistently, go to Universal, go to SeaWorld. You're living in Orlando, Florida, the second most tourist place visited in the United States. The Magic should have no excuses and no reason to not be able to attract big time free agents or to at least make a trade and to convince these guys to come and play in Orlando. And I am not looking forward whatsoever to the future. You have preached to us and all of the diehard fans who have invested money and time and emotion into your organization and into your arena ever since Dwight Howard left, showing us how you are going to build this culture and how you are going to make this rebuild amazing. You have yet to show us anything. 2 first-round appearances, bounce 4-1 in the playoffs mean nothing to me. Nothing. You have nothing to show since Dwight Howard's departure. And nor will you show anything with the organization the way it is right now. Orlando, you guys need to do something effective immediately after this season. Make changes. Steve Clifford, you're gone. The GM, gone. I want everybody out of this organization gone. And that means everybody. Fultz and Jonathan Isaac should be the only guys on the team that are completely untouchable, yet we're still banking our entire future on these guys when they have yet to show anything. Until the Magic go out there and prove to me what they are capable of doing consistently time and time again, and they show that they are going to be willing to make big time changes from top to bottom in their organization, I have little to no faith in this team whatsoever, and it's a damn shame that they treat the fans the way that they do, and they have shown nothing in return for us. The prime example of good tanking would be the OKC Thunder. Look at Sam Preston and the job that he's done. 34 draft picks in the next 7 years, if I'm not mistaken. 17 first rounders, 17 second rounders, and you've got a guy in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander who's an all-star caliber player. You are confident because SGA has shown the ability to lead a team and to play at an all-star level with this kind of draft compensation. The Orlando Magic have none of that. The Magic have nothing to show. You have... I can't. I'm done ranting. Look, I'm just going to end the video saying that the Orlando Magic have pissed me and many Magic fans off over the last decade. But yesterday at the deadline was an absolute embarrassment to our organization and to our franchise and to our fan base. So I don't speak for all Magic fans. I speak for myself, and I'm sure a lot of Magic fans can agree. But if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe down below. Of course, you guys can go follow me on all my socials. I'm going to link to those down below as well on Instagram and on TikTok. I'm really trying to grow TikTok as well. That's it for this video. Thank you guys so much, and I'm out, y'all. Go Magic. Go Jazz.